Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This will be the reading for the full moon in Scorpio, which is happening on April 23rd at 7:49 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is the full wind moon is what the April moon is called. And I wish I would have waited to pull these cards until I was live, but I do kind of like to pull them out ahead of time just so there's less noise, like shuffling. And it's so funny how spirit operates. So obviously, I'm shuffling for the full moon in Scorpio, and what comes out, the Scorpio and the moon card. So we're going to talk about it. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. If you enjoyed my content, please make sure that you follow, drop into the comments, let me know where you're connecting from. I love hearing from you guys. All right, it's number 8, and we are still in eclipse energy, right? The eclipse happened on the 8th. The 8 reminds us of the connection of all things. Okay, but there's also this energy here of expansiveness, of and I love Scorpio energy because it's just so intuitive. It's so raw and uncut. Scorpio asks you to dive down and reach into the wellspring of your soul type shit, right? It's and Scorpio's symbols are the eagle and the scorpion. And today, well, it was the hawk energy that came out for the reading, but it's the hawk, eagle, it's seeing things clearly, being able to, you know, like zoom in on certain, pan in on certain scenarios, see the whole big picture, right? And it's very intuitive. Water energy is all about, you know, your inner world, the flow. And there's something here that invokes both you know, the heights of the eagle's perspective, and then also the scorpion's ability to burrow under the rocks of the psyche or the culture, right? And it's a fixed water sign. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, which is the second co-ruler of the full moon here in Scorpio, and it's also co-ruled by Pluto in modern astrology. Scorpio is connected to the pelvis and to the root chakra. So you may think of, you know, there could be things coming up around, you know, like sexual traumas or things of this nature. Also, like what grounds you in. The root is about your connection to earth and you know, your practicality and how you're connected. This is a good time to drop assumptions and ask questions. Okay, allow yourself to be fascinated by a mystery or dive deep into the well rather than settle for the surface. Okay? Look under rocks, be curious. There's a situation here that might require some research. Take nothing at face value here. Okay, probe the conscious and the unconscious passions that motivate the situation. Be aware of the sexual dynamics in the rule and what role they play. Okay, look at worst case scenarios so that you can prepare and then feel safe enough to search for the best case scenario. But be ready to transform and also to transmute the situation. Okay. Play your cards close to your chest. It's time to gather information, get the facts, you know, work with that material, and then, you know, do the introspection. So listen to both the facts and to your own intuition rather than other people's opinions or concerns at this time. Share when you're ready, only when you're ready, okay? And make sure that you're appreciating moments alone. If you learn to be comfortable alone, then you'll have more bargaining power in relationships. Okay? Within the depths of your soul is your connection to the infinite. It's time to search for it. And the challenge here is about, you know, questioning everything, including your own concerns. There could be jealousy, possessiveness, things like this that could be coming up, that could be draining your energy and wasting time. Okay, but before triggering your defenses, the scorpion sting, you could ask if that response will get you what you actually need. The gift of Scorpio energy is transformation. Okay, Scorpio loans you the strength and curiosity to really dive into the depths and face your monsters, face those demons, and then be able to soar up to new heights and transform the situation. Feel the well within that connects to the collective source, the transformative collective source. Thank you. And then we have number 19, which is the moon. And the moon is your perception. Ruled by Cancer, which speaks of the deep inner river of emotions, right? What motivates you, how you experience and how you express your feelings, right? And also how you nurture and how you need nurturance. In your astrological chart, the moon is just as important as the sun, even though it's much smaller. And by so-called coincidence, the relative size and distance from our earthly perspective, the sun and the moon are symbols of consciousness and unconsciousness, appear to be the same size. And this is why we are able to have... Sorry, I was having a phone call come in. Hopefully it didn't interrupt the video at all. But yeah, it appears to be exactly the same. It's at the exact position. Exactly. It's kind of amazing. Actually, I don't know how it's even possible, but that's how eclipses are possible, because it's proportion. It's so hard to explain. It's proportion. Where it sits at is exactly, it looks exactly as big as our sun. So it's sitting there coincidentally, absolutely perfect. And some people say the moon was placed there, that it always wasn't there, that it's a satellite, you know, but it definitely, one thing we do know for sure is that it has a big impact on water. And water symbolizes our inner world, our perceptions, our inner, our unconsciousness, our subconscious. And the moon cycles through the zodiac in 27.5 days, and it changes signs every 2 days, which colors our moods and our habits and our behaviors. So whenever the moon card comes up, it's about perceiving what unspoken emotional inner calling or patterns are driving you. And you can look to your own moon sign and see if you can cooperate with your moon's emotional motivation, and then you'll find that it might be a little easier to walk in harmony with your path. And then also investigate the needs and the wants of those around you, right? Because these are the emotions underneath the surface that actually run the show. These primary drives are expressed through habits, through actions, through nuance, expression, rather than through words. So look for that underground well, look through that underground ocean. It carries the soul's energy. And this energy wants you to speak to the insecurities that might be slowing this process. You know, act in a way that helps others feel nurtured and warm and emotionally connected, but make sure that you are also valuing your own emotions, your own feelings. You have to make sure that you are good before you can look out for everybody else. The challenge here is to look to feelings rather than logic to move this situation forward. You could be noticing like any strange responses, to anxiety, especially, touchy personal defenses, subjectivity, insecurity, either in your own motivation or in those around you. Okay, so a good time to tend to the fear that lies underneath these behaviors. And remember, you are one with the ebb and flow of the moon, right? So you could watch what sign the moon occupies each day and let the moon teach you about its phases. Okay? Align yourself, because I feel like once they changed our calendar to the Gregorian system, it really kind of took us out of balance with the harmony of nature, with our connection to the cycles of Earth and the moon. And when we can connect back into this, it really does change everything. Let's see, I'm going to pull from the Energy Oracle. This deck was calling my name before, so we got hostilities. Number 26 breaks down to another number 8, the connection of all things. Remember, we're here to learn lessons. And through, hostile times or chaotic times, we can learn and we can grow. Look, master number 11 is the teacher. This is about you evolving and you literally manifesting what you actually want, your fruits of your labor, what you deserve. And I'm going to pull some tarot on this as well. I just want to get 18 breaks down to a 9, the magical number 9. And then we got adjacent possibilities, which came out in reverse. So there's some intense energy. On the bottom, we've got blossoming abundance and the thinking woman. So you could be really in your head right now, really considering or anxious about something. There's something here that could be bothering you, and it does feel like there needs to be some light put on this situation, but it feels like it's for your own evolution, and probably for other people's evolution as well, even if they don't see it right away. But remember, the scorpion stings sometimes. Yeah, look, this is the new direction. Whatever this is that's coming up, it's helping you to clear out the old and to make space for the new. Get adjacent possibilities. This is a new direction. You're moving into a new, look, there's light. This feels very profound as well. This, I feel like, is a door that really could help you to heal something, because I feel like whatever this hostility my words, this hostile energy is, it could be stemming from it could be a trigger from something that you went through in the past that's coming up, so that you can really maybe speak your truth or move on, close out. And and I love to look at it like this, because it really does help you to heal your past when you can use your intention. You know what I mean? Like when you have these experiences and you can figure out damn, why does that bother me so much? Or what is this that I'm manifesting? And then once you can realize that, then you can clear it out. And then you can move in this new direction. And it feels like whatever this new direction is, it feels good. But it does feel like a big change. It definitely feels like a new path has opened up or is opening up. Just be careful not to get stuck in any victim consciousness. I'm gonna pull some tarot. Let's see. I also want to pull from the Elemental Oracle. Where's my tarot? Oh, I'll use the after tarot. It's fine. Oh, my other deck is right now, but it's okay. Let's see. We got the Strength card, number 8. I'm telling you, 8 is a very important number right now. 26 also breaks down to an 8. I don't know if I said that. I think I did. Then we got 1 8 here. We got another 8. This is about your self-mastery, and you know, whatever this is that's clearing, it's something that's going to make you stronger. It feels very connected. It feels very, there's something here that just feels like very divinely orchestrated to me. But the 8 of Pentacles, this is about what you're working on, what you want, what you're calling in, what you're creating. And we got the Fool. And these came out on the floor, but I feel like this is saying, we got the Fool with the 4 of Swords. And that's that thinking woman energy again, right? The 4 of Swords is about meditation, introspection, getting a good sense of things. But in this deck, it's interesting. It looks like she is mourning the loss. There's a loss here, and then the Fool symbolizes a new beginning. It's the very first card in the deck, and it also speaks to taking risks. But it has this very, very divine energy field, because in the beginning we're connected to source. All, not to infer that we're not still, because we are, but it's that purity, that innocence and trust. And he, you know, he was guided to, because he's just literally like trusting in his source. And so what does he do? He takes a step. He sees a rose that he wants to smell, a white rose, which is innocence, right? And so he steps off the edge so that he could get closer to it. And in the process, he doesn't fall. He catches himself, but he does have to release his baggage. Okay, so there is something here that needs to be released, and there's also a risk that spirit is pushing you towards. Especially if you've been feeling, you know, a lot of anxiety around something, you're going to want to, you know, go within and see if you can't find a deeper understanding here. And it might be about something that needs to be cleared out, something that you need to purge or get rid of or close out. And it might kind of suck, but it just feels like it needs to happen. It feels like it needs to happen. I'm going to get a card from this Elemental Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Her decks for the collective regarding the full moon. Thank you. We got life, breath. Yeah, it just feels like 27 breaks down to what, a 9? And then we got companionship with animals. I know spirit guides, its animal spirits are really, really prevalent in my world, at least. On the bottom, we've got growth with plants. Again, the connection of all things, right? And let's see, life and breath, again, which speaks to, you know, this 4 of Swords energy of introspection and going within and focusing on your breath and allowing it to guide your actions. You know, fear often means that the breath is holding, so it's a time to let all that go. There's a place for slowing down your breath and being mindful of it. You know, you may need to take a deep breath or 10 and rethink your strategy. Just, you know, And you can change your breath a little bit, slow it down, take a deep breath, and just pause at the top. Hold it for a few seconds before exhaling, which will train yourself to give yourself that little bit more space and time. You know, simply the breath can be seen as inhalation or exhalation from the lungs. It's the process of passing air into our lungs for respiration, right? But the pace of the breath and the quality can really change your state and your mood and even your physical functionality. If you're not breathing deep enough, it affects the function of your muscles, including your heart, and your capacity to take in enough oxygen to feed your organs and brain, and of course your sleep patterns. And of course, you know, I always talk about this, but because it's so important, there's these pathways, physical and spiritual pathways, such as yoga and meditation, which really do have a potent effect on the power of your breath. You know, breathing through the nose, using your diaphragm and allowing your body's muscles to relax enough to get a full breath are just, you know, a few ways that you can receive the power of having more oxygen in your body. And the emotion of fear or anxiety or feeling stress often sends hormones rushing into the body that speed up your breathing, or you know, shock will cause you to hold your breath in the form of rapid inhalation. But if you're realizing that this is a behavior that you regularly do, you might want to try some more mindful relaxation techniques. You know, just stop and take a slower, mindful breath. And this will give you more action, more flow. It's associated with the air energy, air element. And then we have number 21, which breaks down to a 3. A 3 is the mind, body, and soul, the Trinity. And this card speaks about like how we all have a superpower. And it could be time to find yours and to exercise it. Okay? Take time out to share your gifts. I feel like the natural world is calling you, and it's showing you that it's a part of you, right? With both plants and animals and breath, and 8s are connectivity, connection to all things. Pay attention to the animal guides that come your way, okay? And yeah, I feel like it's the same sort of message with the card on the bottom. Number 19 breaks down to a 10. 10 is a completion. Okay, so there is a cycle that is completing here. But I feel like the universe is showing you that there's magic in everyday things. Okay, you can make something from nothing. And I feel like it's time, the universe is saying it's time to blossom. It's time from small things, big things grow. Okay. Begin. It's time for this new chapter. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting. I love hearing from you guys. So do make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified of upcoming videos. Love you guys. Hang in there. We got this.